Okay, for the semester project, you're going to be assigned specific elements and compounds. Okay, so to know which ones you are assigned, you are going to click here. It's going to send you to an awesome table, and you are going to put in your ID number with no zeros. So my example is just going to be 1111. This is my example, so these are the ones I'm going to be using for the teacher example for you. Okay, second thing is you can click here, and it's going to send you to the periodic table. Okay, this is going to be important because we are going to be needing to get charges by looking at the periodic table. All right, so let's get started. This video is going to cover part A, 1 through 2. So for 1, it says you have been assigned a metal and a non-metal. List these in the boxes from part A. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and grab my color here. I'm going to go to my awesome table, which I've already opened up. I'm going to look at my metal. Okay, I'm going to look at part A. Here's part A. My metal is GA. So I'm going to write that down here. My metal is GA. And then my non-metal for part A is O. So I'm going to come back over here. I'm going to write O for my non-metal. Okay, then it says write the ionic compound formed from part A. So I'm going to go ahead and click another color here. And just a note that whenever you have an ionic compound, you are putting a metal plus a non-metal together, which I have my examples here. My examples are GA and O, which I got from the awesome table. Remember, yours is going to be specific, so make sure you look at part A metal and part A non-metal after you put in your ID number. Okay, so I'm going to come over here, and I'm going to put G here. And I have to get my charge, so I'm going to go to the periodic table here. Here's my periodic table. I'm going to go ahead and write the charges. Okay, it's going to be positive on the left, negative on the right. This is going to have a positive 1 charge because these metals are going to want to give away their electrons. So positive means to give away. So positive 1, positive 2, positive 3, and then we'll go to 4, and then we start turning negative. So negative 3, negative 2, negative 1, and this one has a charge of 0 because it doesn't want to give any or take any away. Okay, so my two elements were Ga, which has a charge of positive 3, and then oxygen, which has a charge of negative 2. So I'm going to go back over here, and I'm going to say Ga. Double check again. Ga has positive 3, so I'm going to put a positive 3 up here. And then oxygen has a negative 2. And then we're going to have to crisscross, because whenever we put those elements together, we have to crisscross the charges. So then the compound that I'm going to make is Ga2O3. Okay, so go ahead and do that for with your examples. Click the awesome table, get your specific metal, non-metal. Then don't forget this part. Make sure you get the charges and then crisscross, and then you'll have your ionic compound formed from part A. We're going to be using this a lot in the project.